feel like one of the most difficult problems that I have is I tend to just kind of have like this very negative outlook on a lot of things and like situations. And it's hard sometimes to be positive when it's like, this fucking sucks. But sometimes there are some moments where I can kind of have a silver lining, you know? And I've kind of had one of those moments a little bit. Because basically, I've talked about this whole coworker thing to death, but, you know, basically, guy blew up on me on Saturday because he was like, oh, you know, you're not doing enough work. And, like, yes, I was being a little spiteful and slowing down, but also it's like I'm just doing the work that I should be doing and not fucking overexerting myself to death here. And also, you know, taking my breaks, taking a bathroom break, all of that. And he was fucking yelling at me, saying that, oh, you know, you don't do any of your work and you expect me to do everything. And he was like insinuating that he's gonna try to get me fired, which clearly from everything I've heard, good luck with that, buddy. But I've tried to look for a silver lining, and I think there's a couple of silver linings. I think there's a couple positive things that have come out of it, such as the fact that I realized pretty much everybody in the deli has my back, and even outside of the deli, to be honest. Like, everybody knows what a POS this guy is, bro. This guy's the biggest piece of shit in the world, and it's just one of those things where I'm just like, wow. People really don't like this guy, and they really like me. So, that's a nice thing. But I've had a couple other silver linings of this situation, and particularly the one I wanted to talk about is something that is kind of unrelated to the situation, if I'm being 100% honest. Because there is nothing in the situation that involves singing. But my singing has improved, I would say, a little bit in recent times, and a lot of it is because I have been listening to a lot of Avenged Sevenfold's City of Evil, and I love that album. And when I was listening to it for the first time, I like went to a park, and then I went home and I was listening to it the whole time. Two of the songs that really stood out to me were Backcountry, which is like one of their most popular songs. Like, you know, that was really the song that kind of catapulted them into the mainstream. And the other song is the song that comes right after it, track number 5, Trashed and Scattered. And I fucking love that song. The first time I heard it, I was just like, man, this song is kind of awesome, I'm not gonna lie. And I couldn't even really describe it. It was just the energy of the song felt fucking awesome. And I just wanted to, you know, I wanted to keep listening to it. And so I've listened to it a lot. And the song itself is kind of, it centers around, oh man. Oh my god. Oh my god! Okay. Bro, the fucking sky is lighting up right now. Holy shit. The lightning alarm should be going off at the park right now, dude. Holy fuck. Like, I'm seeing the sky light up over there. So, as I was saying, I got really interested in the song. The song is a lot about not really letting people get to you and basically telling them to go fuck themselves. And I really liked the energy of the song at first, but then I eventually started to kind of get some meaning from it. Because I basically was having to deal with that with this guy. And at first, the song to me was a lot about just kind of people in general, like my job in general, not really being kind to me the way I wanted to, despite all the work that I put in. But then, eventually I kind of really attributed it to this guy specifically. And there are so many lines in there that just really made me feel I can identify with this song. You know, like there's kind of the opening line, which, you know, a little explicit, right? Keep on writing. You're just raping yourself. That's a line, right? But kind of got some meaning to me when he's sitting there for an hour fucking texting everybody, oh, this guy, he doesn't fucking do any work, I want him fired, all this shit. Yeah, keep on writing, bro. You know, don't you ask about me, ask about somebody else. And, you know, and I can feel it, won't embrace it. It's overwhelming how far you take it. Because it's basically what, you know, it's overwhelming how far he takes this shit for no fucking reason at all. You're wasting your breath fucking with me. That whole sort of thing. Even, one of my favorite lines, one of my favorite parts of the song is, you know, label me, that's fine, I'll be somebody else. And also, you know, lie about my life, have a story to tell. Because this is basically what he's doing, you know? And I also love the part, you know, I'll never take your side. And I started to really attribute it to the situation that was ongoing here. And me kind of getting spiteful towards this guy. Deciding, you know what, maybe it's time for a little bit of revenge. Maybe it's time to leave him some work. And then it really started to become a thing that I was getting passionate about. And I feel like it's a lot easier to sing a song when the words mean something to you. Because it's, you know, you could sit there and sing a song, like, you know, something that doesn't mean anything to you. But when it means something, it hits different. Because then it's like, now there's something behind these words. It's not just, oh, you know, I'm just singing this for fun. It's like, I'm singing this because I feel this. And so I started singing Trash and Scattered a lot, and I found myself just really getting into it, like way more than a lot of other songs I've tried to sing before. And it was to the point, basically I would get up, I would eat my breakfast and all that, and then I would sing Trash and Scattered, you know, and just sing my heart out. And then after that, would go, you know, do the rest of my morning routine. When I would go to work, I would sing it again in the car. And even that whole recording I have of that day when he blew up on me and shit, the start of it is me when I'm driving and I sing Trash and Scattered, bro. And I feel like, oh my god, bro, the lighting's crazy. But it's gotten to the point where, honestly, I feel like I've gotten pretty good at singing the song. And I think a lot of it comes from the fact that this whole situation happened and that there's a meaning behind those words. Now, there's weight behind those words. And it's made me think, you know, sometimes you get these situations like this and they suck. But then on the other hand, you have to consider, sometimes, you know, good things come out of bad things. And this might be one of them. And I've never really felt so passionate before about, you know, about singing like this. I've had those points before, but not like this. Not like this. And so I'm feeling pretty okay. Dude, I'm surprised there's still people at the park, bro. Like, there's like lightning. I was literally watching the sky light up, bro. That's crazy. But yeah, so I've honestly felt just really passionate about singing. And I've contemplated uploading, you know, maybe one of my recording sessions, but I'm thinking also, it's like, I don't know how I would do it, because wouldn't it just feel awkward if there's no music, there's no background vocals? Why am I forgetting the term? Like backup vocals? You know, it feels like that would be like, but then also maybe I just shouldn't care. Or maybe I was thinking about like putting like a MIDI version. But then I'm listening to the MIDI version, dude, at one point it's like, and I'm like, is that how the song goes? I didn't remember the part where it goes, I didn't remember that. So, I don't know, man. It was pretty funny to just hear that. But I don't know. I'm thinking about uploading it, but I don't know. We'll see. But the ultimate point that I'm trying to get here is that this situation sucks. But on the bright side, I got better at singing because the words mean something to me now. I've honestly also considered, like, after just like listening to a lot of Avenged Sevenfold, I've just gotten so into music. I've just been like, dude, I want to like I want to sing some fucking sick-ass metal vocals, you know? And I've been, like, considering what if I, like, wrote a song about this whole experience of, like, getting to taste that revenge and, like, just ripping into this guy, dude. I've thought about it a lot, just, like, just fucking having the song just be insults at this guy, just, like, you're fucking, you know, you're fucking pathetic. You barely do anything. And, like, you know, you're fucking 70, you're still single, you got nobody. What a fucking depressing life, you know? Shit like that. Just find some way to eloquently put it, but make it just fucking spiteful, you know? I don't know. I think that would be an interesting idea. But it's something I genuinely am kind of like, you know what, maybe. I don't know, I think it would honestly be kind of fun to write, like, metal songs or something. The problem is, I don't know how to, like, write songs. So that's not really something I know how to do yet. But maybe I can figure that out. I don't know. But, yeah. At the very least, I've gotten much better at singing Trash and Scattered. And it feels pretty good. It feels pretty good to know I can pull that off now. Because that's, to be honest, too, that is not an easy song to pull off in, like, a multitude of ways. It's not easy to pull off as, like, you know, instrumental wise, and it's also not easy to pull off vocal wise. Even if you get rid of, like, the backup vocals and shit, it's not an easy song to do vocals for, because it's just a lot of singing, very fast paced, very quick, not a lot of time to breathe. There's literally a day where I tried to do it, like, I had to, like, stop for a second. I was like, oh my god, I was about to run out of breath. So, but yeah, it's a good song. If you haven't listened to that song, you definitely should. And, yeah, with that, I'm gonna head home before, the lightning smites me down. But, honestly, I don't think I'm gonna get smitten down. Because there is someone who is way more deserving of that fucking wrath than me, I can tell you what. There is someone way more deserving of that wrath than me, bro. And his name starts with a B and ends with a Ryan. So, man, fuck that guy. I hate that guy. I'm just gonna be honest, bro. I hate that guy. But you know what? The great thing is that everybody else does too. We can all bond over our fucking hatred of him, bro. We can all bond over our hatred. So, yeah. Also, even our union rep, who I thought he was kind of, like, messaging, and he probably was messaging him. It's like, basically everything that guy says gets taken with a massive grain of salt, because nobody fucking wants to deal with him, and he has problems with every single person. You're not the first, you won't be the last. He has problems with fucking everyone, man. And I'm just like, yeah, it's not me. So with that, I guess it's the end of that. I am gonna go in the house, and yeah, I hope tomorrow won't be too bad, because tomorrow I'm going to the dentist. But you know what? It's a great way to excuse myself of not going on Thursday. I would be like, oh, you know, I'm sorry. I had a dental appointment. I'm not really able to get, you know, I'm not really able to work today. I told my boss about it preemptively. So, yeah, we're gonna be doing that. We're gonna be using those sick hours, because I got 34 sick hours, and like Brian said, use it or lose it. So, I'm gonna use it, motherfucker. How do you like it? And, yeah, I hope it's not gonna be that bad. By the time you see this, probably already happened. So, but, hey, I guess I'll get 2 days off work, and then I'll be working 2 days, but brief 5-hour shift and a 6-hour shift, I think. So it's not that bad, if Brian calls out on Saturday. So, yeah, but anyways, I'm gonna end this here, so I can go in the house before I get smited down. I'd rather Brian get smited down than me, please. Please let it happen. It would be a biblical Biblical smackdown, dude. Oh my god, that would be amazing. Please, please, if there's a God out there, just smite him. Just smite for all his fucking sins, bro. Alright. Yeah, I guess that's it.